should be able to perhaps get a stronghold on the game. But when we move on to P3 as well as P4, who's going to be able to control those spawns? Who's going to be able to perhaps get the momentum on from that spawn control from P2 in itself, right? It's all about map masteries, not just about the gunfights anymore. And Ultimate ePro opening things up great here at control room number 2, picking up quite a number of these points. PDR eSports a little bit late to the party, but you know, they don't really have to worry about so much just yet. A cool and collected move in here to fight for it, as long as they don't give away too many deaths, because you don't really want Ultimate ePro to rake up those score streaks as well.
Ultimate ePro have a lot on the plate at the moment, but it seems like Control, for the meantime, did kind of go their way early. PDR eSports now at the 10-point mark, and they're looking to tie this game up, at least at the end of the first point, as we move into P2 in just a bit. Can they snowball this into Control of P2? That remains to be seen here, AJ. It is now with a clear up PDR with that man advantage for the meantime, but Ultimate ePro, we're flooding over the sides. They're going to be looking over to try and quickly rotate into P2, as PDR have brought it within a few points, 5 points here of a deficit only as we move into P2.
Yeah, let me bring your attention over to the mini-map. Immediately moving over to the green ring. They want to hold on to that spawn first before they go in for the push onto the hard point. There you go. The spawn now belongs to these players. They should be able to trickle in very strongly, one after the other, to hold on to that hard point. All out Ultimate ePro here. Unless PDR eSports can go in to not only reset their spawn, but also bring in some of these heavy gunfights. Beautiful plays coming in here. The sentry being pulled out, but I don't really agree with the placement though, Nico.
I have to agree here, AJ. What was that? A bit off kilter. That's not what we were really expecting from a team of this caliber. But okay, Young Jay Yato, especially with the KRM, just fully making use of that cryo nade to be able to slow down the pusher coming from the side. Ultimate E, and now they have that control. They have those points as we're going into P3. PDR are trying to take an early control of that, trying to take the early positioning, be able to hold down the line. But will they have a rock solid hold on P3? It seems for the meantime, PDR are doing a good job of keeping them at the gates. And Rage will find another kill with the KRM. He's doing so much work to hold down the line. Hold down P3 coming from Rage. He's certainly angry about that. And Ultimate ePro, they're trying to funnel on in. They have the favorable spawn. They are at the gates here of this point, but PDR are doing a great job of keeping them at bay.
Yeah, it will be PDR that wins this, because it's all out map mastery by... Sorry, it will be Ultimate ePro that wins, because it's all out map mastery by them, right? Once again, right after they've won over the second hard point, the players back away in towards deep for the Special Forces base. They want to control the spawn first. Yes, PDR was winning a couple of these fights. Rage was amazing with the KRM, and he will be able to pull the hard point back, but the numbers as well as the spawn to Ultimate ePro. What in the world? Rage finally gets taken down. Monstrous play coming in here solo from him, but it's not gonna be worth anything if PDR does not start mastering the whole of the map. And now early rotations coming in here from the PDR brand. They should be able to put up quite a great fight for P4. They've already wasted a sentry gun over at P2 earlier, so hopefully they've got one to bring in for support this time round. Spawns coming through from Ultimate ePro at the red garage. This does not look good for PDR.
PDR here on the push right now. They have to make a stop here as we're on the P4 already, and Ultimate ePro once again has a firm hold on that aspect. And on PDR, you can see that they're trying to kind of encircle the point here, but they can't really get to the wings of that. They can't get to the flanks. Huge will try and do and hold on here, but PDR, okay, they found their way on in. Javen will not be able to get those kills, not be able to clean up the crew of the Ultimate ePro side. And PDR, they have taken some points back in their way. Not letting this one get too out of hand, but Ultimate ePro still have some cushion to work with.
Yeah, excellent plays coming through from PDR. They managed to get that spawn back, but they have to hold on to it a little bit stronger here. Beautiful plays coming through from one and only Rage once again. 25 kills in here so far, and he should be able to help his team members spring on the point into control room number 2. 77 points on the board for the side of PDR eSports, but they're not too far away. 20 points behind Ultimate ePro, and they bring it well into control room number 2. Beautiful on the gravity spikes, and PDR's not down and out for the count just yet, Nico.
They're holding on here. They've got that life raft to be able to keep on floating in the rough waters that Ultimate ePro are putting them in, and PDR Esports are not going to be letting go for the meantime. Ultimate ePro, they have taken P1 once again, but not for too long, as PDR are going to answer back, and they're not letting this get too out of hand. Barely at 100 points there for Ultimate ePro, but still PDR, they're clawing their way back in. Such a scrappy fight, such a tenacious squad that they're putting out here, and that Cryonade will kind of bite them in the back, and that's a good positioning. They're really using the Cryonade here. Well, the teams that we actually have seen use the Cryonade a lot more often than some of the other teams here in the playoffs, and they're using that to full effect. Really good area denial with that Cryo and Ultimate ePro. They have even a bigger lead, but it's not really going to be that far up ahead. If PDR can get back point 2, then this could easily be us going to a final point.
Well, this time the spawn belongs to the side of PDR, but look at Ultimate ePro. They are fighting for the spawns first. If PDR Esports can hold on to their own, win these gunfights, and then go in for the challenge onto that hard point, things can turn around. But as I say, that time is running out. Challenge now from one player from the side of PDR. Millones gets snuffed out, but it's still in the hands of Ultimate ePro. PDR Esports needs to put up a better fight, and they finally come through, winning all of their gunfights as well. Hard point pulled right back into the bag, 90 to 129, and now the fight starts. Can Rage help his team hold on to the hard point? Yato in here with that katana. He should be able to ask these tough questions, and in back for the fight. Ultimate ePro looking to close this off.
Ultimate ePro now here, 137. He's got on his hands and looks. What an ultimate! What was that? A prayer missile landing and going nuclear here on the side of Ultimate E. And now they're 10 points away from taking this map number 1. PDR are going to have to bring it back here as we move into point 3. This could be their final stand, Adrian. It's looking to be the case. They do have some spawns here, but so are Ultimate ePro.
Yeah, it's a little bit too late for the side of PDR Esports because they just started playing map control, right? Unfortunately for them, Ultimate ePro has been at that game from the get-go, and now PDR Esports just trying to win this purely through gunfights. It's not going to be possible, my friend. This is not the group stages. This is the playoffs for the Philippines Championship, and you need to play the map. Ultimate ePro.
Pressure, and you can really see the experience under their belt really help prevail. And so now we're going into map number 2 here, AJ. Defensive side to start for PDR, and on the attack will be Ultimate ePro, who are, look at them, they're filing in line. They're all sticking together. No one really wanting to play the flank as of the moment, as a good move as one cohesive unit. And Young Jay will punish that aggression here. A double kill for him, and so will Rage. Before I'm even done talking, the game map number 1, map number 2, round number 1 is already done.
It's PDR Esports. What a push in there. Ultimate ePro just did not see that coming through at all, but it was just so messy for me, right? Defensive side, PDR, once again, they will go ahead and set up a 2-1-2 for themselves. Ultimate ePro with the opportunity to ask these questions. This time around, they will take a slower approach. The bomb hanging behind towards cranes should be able to get the access into the B bomb side. But I feel personally that's just a little bit too risky. The A bomb side is always safer. You want to be able to make or open up that area for yourself by going through launch center first. And it has to be the sniper that opens the game up, Nico.
Yeah, that's where you can see the full value of a snipe, you know, to just be able to hold those pixel angles down, take a pick off that range from safety, and just completely shut down the momentum of an attacking push is where you're going to see that come on in. And PDR Esports know to play that to a T. And now Ultimate ePro, they're going to try and spread things out. Look at the line of attack that they have right now. Playing things a bit more decisively, a bit more compact, less compact, less condensed. Yeah. And Young Jay, what a flick from him to find Yato. And Yato just being completely taken off guard.
Great plays coming through from the side of PDR, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. They won the coin toss. They were the ones who brought us into Summit earlier on. Didn't turn out that all too well. Ultimate ePro bring us into takeoff. Not turning out well for Ultimate ePro at the moment. Bomber gets to take lots out of the equation and still survive. On towards a B bomb side plant, perhaps.
That could be the case here, AJ. It's down to 1v3, Flex left alone, and he does have the bomb in his hands, in his control. He's going to have to try and find an opening here. Surprisingly enough, he's rotating to A, where 3 PDR members are going to be waiting for him, and Young Jay, he's going to open things up and close the round out with another pickoff with a snipe. 2-0. Very nicely done for PDR.
I'm starting to think that Ultimate ePro picked this map because they didn't want to play respawn mode at this map. That's the only reason why they pulled it in for Search and Destroy. It doesn't look like they've got super mastery at all. I mean, look at the moves coming through, right? Or they can at the very least, prove me wrong right now. The players dropping into control room, 4 of them as a matter of fact, and Flex takes Rage out of the equation. A beautiful setup now. They should be able to overcome generators as well. And if they make that push, going in for the B bomb site is still not the safest of things, because the hole coming in here from Millones should be able to shut that play down.
I have to agree. I mean, looking at the side here of Ultimate ePro, and for the fact that they did pick Takeoff to be played on S&D, it kind of tells me that maybe they really didn't want to play this on a respawn game mode, as you said, and that seems to be the case, because right now they have been struggling to really get things going. Aside from this round, though, they finally do bring it down to a 4v2. PDR, they will get shut down. Young Jay, the only player left alive. The plant will go down on that Bravo site. Young Jay, it's all on to him. He's completely out in the open here in the rafters, and he shall fall down one at a time. 2-1, and Ultimate ePro finally get their first round on the board, and it seems like, this slower pace that they've been taking on the attacker side has been a bit more favorable for them. When they tried to rush on in, PDR were so ready to receive it and just completely shut down the side of Ultimate ePro, and so for them to go a bit more, making a bit more cautious, a bit more diligent, has been looking to be that case where it's been working.
Yeah, absolutely agree, man. A slow push coming through once again from the side of Ultimate ePro. They are going to be looking for the opportunities to take a couple of players down, and Generators seems to have those opportunities, right? 2 players in here, Millones as well as Locked, holding on to Generators. We'll be able to see Yobabs as well as Flex. Yobabs and Flex now, Flex taking the more aggressive push in here. Very, very risky plays, and it does not pay off at all. Locks punishes him for it, and now the attacking side, they are down 1 man. I'm not so sure as to how that push was going to benefit him at all, but let's see exactly what AG will be able to ask, whether or not he can open up that A side. Yato helps him out, Rage taken down, and this is a good opportunity for the side of Ultimate ePro, Nico.
I have to agree. I mean, for a team like Ultimate ePro, who did pick this map, they do not want to give their own map pick up, especially after stealing away PDR's map pick there for map number 1. So Snipe will not land on Young Jay, landing the corner of that wall, and see there, fortunately for the side of Ultimate ePro, they do not lose that opening pick on Yato, but Yato will eventually find one of his own, Shorty in hand, and he will make quick work of Jello, smashing him down. It's a 4v3 here, AJ, and it seems like, once again, Ultimate ePro have no problem with taking things slower. Ultimate ePro's AG, though, finds that pick on the Millones, and Young Jay will return the favor on the Yato. Now they bring it to a 3v2 right now, and Young Jay will go down. Lokes, it's all on him to bring this local hometown hero into the promised land, and can he make it happen with a Holger in hand?
Might be able to. Beautiful shot, but now the numbers game, catching up with him, does not shut Locks out of the equation just yet. Now AG, they have to be very, very careful. Locks, he needs to go in for the defusal, so he needs to be able to pull this off within the next 15 seconds to be the safest.
Okay, they now know where he is, hopping down here from the 2nd floor, and though he shall not stick the landing, Ultimate ePro tie the game up 2-2, and once again, the second time around we're playing S&D, we're going into a 3-2 situation to end the half. And once more, who will be taking that 1-round lead as we move on over and switch sides? Will it be PDR now on the defense, who have been able to string the opening 2 rounds in their favor? Or will it be Ultimate ePro, who have seemed to have been able to read how to play this map now against PDR, at least on the attacking side, by taking things a bit more disciplined and slowly?
Yeah, I hope Flex does not go in for the push once again. He's not the sniper. He's not the main guy. He needs to let the side of Yato perhaps bring in a couple of frags first. Believe in your team members, right? Because if Flex goes in for the overextending once again and get taken down so early on, as the attacking side, your chances of winning this round just considerably lowers. And now opportunity for Jabin. Very, very close approach onto that A side. Well-placed nade from Millones will be able to ask questions. Yes, Jabin taken down. What a perfect toss from Millones.
Nice throwing are there, Millones. Certainly could be a quarterback in many other regions, but in this one, well, he's a top-tier sniper. Certainly is a sharp shot in many ways. But now on the crawl here, Yobabs finding his way on in, finding Young J. Will he find the follow-up? No rage, almost whiffing that one. He will eventually confirm the kill, but it brings it down to a 4v2 in the favor of PDR Esports. They're looking to end the half in their favor after winning the opening 2 rounds of the first half. And Yato will find a frag here on the Jello. Rage will answer back into AJ. It's all on to Yato to be able to get some snipes here, and that he shall not be able to do as Rage gets 2 kills to end off the half. And now they go up 3-2. So PDR switching sides on the attacking side. What can they do to be able to steal this map away from Ultimate E Pro? As Ultimate E, they picked this map. And we kind of have a theory here, AJ, that they're looking to do that because they do not want to play and respawn game mode. And there won't be no respawns for Yato as Young J. Just a flick and a pixel angle. How does he do it?
You know, for Ultimate E Pro, my bigger question is, why didn't you guys just ban this map, man? Why didn't you just put this out of the equation? Now, I think this is going to end up badly for them because Takeoff is just that sort of a map where you need to have 100% mastery. And a map like Takeoff, it's so big, so many spots to go in here and hide, so many, you can never anticipate exactly where your opponents are going to be popping out from, mainly because the number of times most of these teams have jumped on into this particular map very, very low. If you look at the history of all of the previous Call of Duty mobile competitions, how often does Takeoff get thrown into the competitive, map pool, right? Not that often at all. And now bringing it in here, they should have just gone in there for the ban instead of playing this map.
Yeah, I mean, they banned some of the other maps that we have seen them been decent enough at playing, and very curious for them to actually let Takeoff in if that was the case. And so it makes me beg to question if they actually really did want to play, search and destroy here, if that was actually part of their plan and it just isn't working out in the way they expected to. So we're going to have to see after the case if that will be something that will benefit them. But in the meantime, they got 20 seconds left on the clock to get something done here, at least for the side of PDR. Ultimate E Pro holding down the line, and Millones finding the opening pick on the 4v2. They will get that plant down on the B side. It's up to the retake from Ultimate E Pro to make something happen, but Yoab's going down. It's all on the flex, and he's going to have to try and get every muscle in his body going, but that shall not be the case. Millones will bring it 4-2 for PDR.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I was really thinking that, maybe Ultimate E Pro was better on the defending side because as you guys know, if you pick the map, you do not pick which side you get to start. The opposing team gets to pick where to start. And PDR Esports, they wanted to defend first in the first half before we swapped sides. And it seems to have worked out perfectly on their end. Ultimate E Pro, on the other hand, attacking didn't really do that well. Defending now, they seem to be struggling yet again. But they hold on to great angles here. Let's see how this pans out, Nico.
Have to find out for ourselves here, AJ. And suddenly, with this position being held here by Young J, it gives him lots of information. And more importantly, when they actually do go for that execute, he's going to have a real nice spot to be able to chime in on the fight. Even if he doesn't find the opening pick, he can find one midway through, which could swing the tide in the favor even more so of PDR. And so Young J has a very crucial position here. Cannot give it up just yet. Cannot let the side of Ultimate E Pro that is here, because with that, when they know he has a snipe, they could just bum rush him and it might not work out for them. But Millones here also finding another pick. This double snipe setup coming from PDR has been completely dismantling Ultimate E Pro no matter on which side they're on. But AG will punish Millones looking the wrong way.
Poor boy. He aimed that stun so long and yet it bounced off the wrong way. I hate it when that happens, man.
I mean,
AG now, Fennec. He might get caught off guard here, but Rage from what a play! Two-piece for himself, but gets backstabbed as he does not nail that landing. Flex takes him out from the back, and it's a 2-2. Flex getting away from all of those shots will be able to survive a little bit longer, but Jello needs to be a little careful now. He does not know that he's stepping into a 2 versus 1 situation. If he takes a strong approach, Yobabs from afar drops blocks out of the situation, and now the attacking side only have one final man left in here. Jello! Beautiful takedown by Flex, and the side of PDR gets taken down. Ultimate E-Pro, this could be the comeback setup.
Good find here by Flex to be able to, clutch it out in that 2v2. Successful retake for the side of Ultimate E-Pro. They're going to look to continue that fortune here on round number 8. Can they tie the score up 4-4? The snipe, he gets a hit mark on the Millones, but cannot find his millions. Has been made, but not here at the moment. Yato, he's going to try and find a nade frag here. Maybe be able to do some damage early on, but will be PDR after that one. Just trying to rotate around the right side, trying to go around here the Bravo side and maybe look to aggress there from the closer angles that maybe the snipes won't be as successful nor formidable at.
Yeah, Ultimate E-Pro. Yato definitely knows his angles. He knows all of the key spots to go in here for those jump shots. But unfortunately for his side, he needs his, the rest of his teammates to step it up as well, right? Beautiful angle held by Yato as he takes blocks out of the equation and joins Jello back up here, taking him out as well. Beautiful plays coming through from Yato. Ultimate E-Pro should be able to make their way back in here. Yato spots a beautiful stun tossed out. Rage will back away, takes Jabin out of the equation as well. On the way, Yato, beautiful play with the shorty now, takes Millones out of the equation and sets himself up right back. Young J right in front of him. Flex takes Rage out, and now Young J, the one and only player. Yato a little too quick.
Flex once again ending the round here in their favor as Ultimate E-Pro. They've tied the game up, AJ, and we're looking to go in OT even here because we are at the cusp of match point, and at that point, well, looks like both teams are not going to want to give this up too early. Jumping snipe here from Yato, trying it once more, but PDR are not going to give him that same opportunity to try and capitalize on once again. They've learned their lesson, and they're not going to try and do a repeat of that. You can see here the bomb on the side of PDR, maybe looking to go towards that alpha site. It has yet to really kind of make its way forward though, as it is Jello taking that forward position. And on the flank here, Rage is trying to find some openings that maybe PDR can use, but there isn't much pressure that PDR are putting here on the defensive side. It's Ultimate E-Pro. They've got the good hold and a good lockdown here of the points.
Yeah, I love the approach coming in here from Rage. He should be able to catch Jabin off guard if he makes this play well. And if Rage wins his gunfight, Jabin will be... beautiful! Rage takes him down, and this is the opener that PDR Esports needs. And now Rage will be able to play distraction just a little bit. Goes in for a quick toss of the nade onto his left. There is a player. He does not spot him. And the player stays alive, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What a very, very, very lucky situation to get stuck in.
Oh man, that is at least fortune will favor the bold in the moment. It does kind of go in their way, but PDR Esports, they're up 5-3 here, 5 versus 3. Ultimate E-Pro, they now know that they're pretty much going to be flooding the Bravo site, and they're going to have to go for the retake at the moment. PDR have really good positions right now to try and hold everything down, to not let Ultimate E-Pro just walk on in. And because of that, Rage will confirm the kill here in the flex. And even if he does go down, you know that Jello has a teammate here to try and support him on out. Where's a peek though from Rage, and now AG has brought it down to a 2v3. Suddenly doable with 20 seconds left on the clock for Ultimate E-Pro, but they have to step on the gas right now. Time is certainly taking and bring it down to a 2v2, AJ.
Oh, now let's see. And this is the problem with this map, right? It's so freaking huge, and therefore when the players go in here for the flank, you won't be able to know exactly where they're going to pop out from. And PDR Esports shows exactly how to play takeoff and search and destroy, using the terrain to their advantage and using that absolute momentum of surprise to take Ultimate E-Pro out of the equation. And now match point for the side of PDR and the ability to pull one back.
What are they really going to be able to do about this one? I mean, At the moment, 5-4. This is not the position Ultimate E Pro want to be in. They did go up in the series 1-0, but PDR are looking to tie the series up 1-1 and bring us into that fourth map at the very least. Now Yato here with the snipe. He's been such a formidable player on the side of Ultimate E Pro. And Ultimate E, they picked this map. They chose to go to search and destroy on takeoff. It hasn't been working out for them just at the moment. PDR, can they clutch this one out? Can they end this in regulation? Or will we go into overtime?
Look at Rage. Now Rage gonna be able to catch AG off guard. Manages to get a takedown. AG taken down as well. Rage on freaking fire. And he has opened the map up for the side of PDR yet again. And now Yobam takes Jello out of the equation. Young J spotting a player out there but does not respond in time. Rox just goes right through to see if or not he can provide the support. And it is broken down into a 3-2 situation. Millones should be able to catch a snipe, but unfortunately for him, those players back away. And the bomb plant finally comes through. Yato with the questions, managing to pop that shotty out. Jabin steps right behind him now for a little bit of support. Young Jay tosses that nade in, but they won't get taken down that quick. Jabin goes in with a snuff for that Fennec, and the amount of time on the timer, just a little bit too much. Ultimate E Pro fights this back and pushes us into extra time.
Man, Ultimate E Pro coming in with Mars the most, and they're not letting go of map number 2 just yet. This is do or die. Can they secure map number 2 with an instrumental comeback? An amazing one it would be to be able to get their map in their pocket and bring the series 2-0. Or PDR Esports going to tie up the series here 1-1. You can see PDR ready to give up that alpha point for the meantime. They're now going to be trying to hold on to Bravo for the most part, as Ultimate E Pro have been attacking that time and time again. So PDR trying to make the adjustments here. You can see trophy system has been destroyed a bit too out in the open, and Yato will confirm that. But Ultimate E Pro, they are neither going to be trying to go too aggressive just yet. They got lots of time to work with and trying to feel out the pace here from PDR.
Yeah, Flex has got a great angle from the health center. Will be able to snuff out anyone who steps out of the launch center in towards that alpha site. Great hole coming in from the side of Ultimate E Pro, but PDR Esports has been slightly more impressive on this map from the get-go. But either way, Ultimate E Pro has managed to fight and push this all the way into the final round, round number 11, where they will take the attacking fight. Yato is going to be wasting this stun now. Nobody is there except Rage, and I believe he has found some great cover for himself. So quite ineffective. Hopefully, Ultimate E Pro does not go in here for a callous push.
Could certainly bite them in the back if they're not going to be too careful about this one. The plant will go down on the A site. No denial on that at the moment. No nades to come on in here. And Ultimate E Pro will get that bomb on down. The retake going to come in. A full 5v5 retake coming from the side of PDR. And now, I think they have some idea that they're completely scattered here inside of the launch center itself for the side of Ultimate E Pro. PDR, they're walking on in. Rage, can he find the pick? They're practically breathing on each other here. PDR's Rage and AG.
Down by Yellow Tech. Oh, Rage goes and holds that very, very tight corner. Ultimate E Pro. Bomb gets diffused. What? E Pro choosing to start on the Guerrilla base, ladies and gentlemen, boys. It's a very, very interesting choice. They go in here and they want to hold on to the Charlie flag. They think that perhaps Gallery will be able to bring in a little bit more of an advantage for them. Let's see exactly what they bring in here. Beautiful play so far by both teams, but that Bravo flag, as usual, will be the point of contention. The two power positions, Laundry as well as Gallery, neither one has picked it up just yet, Nico.
Gallery is certainly a strong position in itself, but there are some caveats to that. The white fan, though, has been destroyed, so he can actually use it for cover. In the meantime, AJ trying to go on the flank here, and he can potentially find the pick off. But no, he's going to be exposed out in the open and punished here by Millones. Yato finding that one. Millones using the sculpture to his advantage to get that vertical sight, to get that off angle down into where the side of Ultimate Esports will trickle in. Alpha and Bravo firmly in the hands of PDR, and now Ultimate E Pro, they're trying to flood the Bravo point, but a very good job here coming from the side of PDR to hold the line.
Why would Ultimate ePro not pick to start off at the Special Forces space? I mean, it's the slightly stronger area. You manage to go in and get control of Laundry first, which should give you a lot of momentum in this game. It looks like Ultimate ePro just might have given this game away to the side of PDR eSports. Map control now coming in strong from the side of PDR. They will flank right over from Laundry. Beautiful plays coming in from Rage as he helps his team members gain control of the area. And this is that opportunity for Ultimate ePro to pull that B flag back into the back. Laundry control goes away and B flag is lost.
You know what I think it is here, AJ? I think maybe they were kind of expecting so that, you know, once they go to the second half, they can close out the game strong, starting on the SF side, starting on the Special Forces side. I think maybe that could be the strategy that they were kind of banking on here. Jello will get that kill post-mortem there with a nade, and AJ will find one of his own, but still somehow Ultimate ePro, they have that Bravo point in their favor, and they could potentially use this to swing their way. Look, they have both Gallery and Laundry control at the moment. Alpha is all that PDR have in their hands.
Yeah, unfortunate for the side of PDR. They seem to be losing all of the gunfights, but the moment I said that, they win too, and that gives them the opportunity to overtake Laundry as well as ask questions at the B flag. Now the B flag falling strong into the hands of PDR eSports, and Ultimate ePro will lose that off to the race to the 75-point mark. PDR still strong in this battle, and now Gallery, the battle is on because Jello out of nowhere goes to ask these tough questions, taking the fight on towards his opponents, and now that Bravo flag will be the point of contention once again. The players from Ultimate ePro flowing in one after the other, but the main one who's going to be able to bring the damage is Yobabs, who has got control of Gallery, but Yobabs taken down by Millones, and this still is on the side of PDR eSports. Mastery of the power position.
Millones here doing so much work for their side, but yet PDR, they're looking to end the half strong. Even with only the Alpha point, it's enough for them to end the half of the 75. Maybe 62 points here for the side of Ultimate ePro, but they should be able to get this with a small lead. It's not going to be a huge one, but I think this is where it comes on in, AJ. We're going to be ending the half 75 to 65, only 10 points of the difference, and now Ultimate ePro are going to be going on over to the second half to make that comeback, and they are going to be starting on the SF side. I think this is what they were kind of banking on.
Let's see if or not the side of PDR goes in immediately for the spawn flip. 3 players now moving towards Central Garden. It looks like the B flag is going to be the main point of contention. C has been capped already. Players moving in for those gunfights from the get-go. Locks will lose his, which means PDR eSports will immediately fall back. They need to see if or not they can take Garden back into their hands. They will hold a better chance in here if Special Forces base belongs to them. 80 to 70, they've still got a 10-point lead, but the B flag has not been capped by either side here, Nico.
That is the case right now. Bravo has not been really held in control, but now Ultimate ePro, as we say that, have taken it. 73 to 83, and at this pace, Ultimate ePro, this lead is certainly being cut down into. If they can control this for the meantime, then this could be a very, very good sign of things to come. They got that sentry on the Laundry here for the side of Ultimate ePro, and this is a good sign for them at the moment. They got the equalizer in the hands here of Tin as well. Is making quick work of it, and he's looking to go for that triple cap, but Young J will keep him at bay for the meantime.
Okay, cluster brought out by the side of Ultimate ePro. Very well played to take care of Garden, which means the A flag is going to remain strongly in control of Ultimate ePro. PDR eSports should have gone in there for the spawn flip a little bit earlier, and they're going to suffer because if they don't turn things around, Ultimate ePro has won enough gunfights to make sure those score streaks be such a pain in the butt to deal with. 95, 98 to 95 now. Ultimate ePro has taken the lead, and PDR eSports do not stand a chance if they don't start making a beeline for that A flag.
They have to make things happen right now because Ultimate ePro, if PDR let this lead get even bigger than it already is starting to get, it's only like 7 points, yes, but that is certainly not going to last for too long if they let this go and run away from them. PDR eSports here, they pull out the death machine, but not able to really get too much value out of it as of the moment. Gato's going to be able to find lots of frags with that Finneck up close and personal on Rage Man Millones. And now Yato trying to take the gallery as well. He does, finds a pick on the looks, almost gets raged down to a sliver of his health, and Young Jay has a very good position here on the mid gardens. Now for the meantime, the sentry is down, double sentry here from the Laundry, and he's got the death machine, which does eventually expire, but Tien will find a double, one with a sentry and one with his own hands.
This is game over, man. Ultimate ePro, they go in with a double sentry setup at the stairs outside of Laundry, and they send one player, which is Young Jay, with the death machine in his hands into Laundry in itself, right? You've got literally 3 death machines on working for you. Ultimate ePro now finally losing that A flag, but is this just a little bit too late? Yes, it is too late. Distraction comes true. Now the question's being asked at the B flag. PDR Esports should be able to pull this into the bag, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, but they do not stand a chance unless they get a triple cap and hold it on all the way to the end of the match, i.e. they just lost this game.
Ultimate ePro looking to close out the game. If they can hold Alpha Point at the very least, then this should be a done deal. At this point, PDR are going to need nothing less than a triple cap to be able to make it happen. Cluster strike on that Alpha Point. PDR, they could make this happen, but Ultimate ePro, that is going to run away from the side of PDR. All they have to do is hold on to Alpha. They know that is their win condition. And at this point, with 2 points away, I think it's safe to say that Ultimate ePro have got map number 3 to go up in the series 2-1.
PDR Esports, they could have won that.